and thank you for joining another edition of Daily Drinkers Podcast. My name is Rocky. I have a really cool beer koozie today, got from the Alamo, and I am drinking Moscow Mules.
My name is Marbles. I am drinking Hofbrau Hefeweizen, and that's good.
Hi, my name is McDink. I am drinking a wheat ale and then a summer shandy to bring in the summer.
Very fancy. Tonight's podcast, we'll be delving into the wonderful adventures of food and alcohol. Who doesn't enjoy drinking? But more importantly, who doesn't enjoy drinking? I mean, eating. And it all started because I'm going to California in a couple of weeks, and my sister has been going crazy over where are we going to hang out? What are we going to do? Where are we going to go? And Texas does not have good margaritas. So I was like, I need to go to a Mexican restaurant, get some good Mexican food and a good margarita. And that led into a whole spiral. And now me and Marbles have been planning out a whole bunch of nonsense.
But you're not allowed to because you'll get in trouble.
Oh, too late. It's already going to happen. We talked about it for an hour and a half today. So
what places has she recommended or decided on where you're going?
So
To eat.
starting out Thursday night, going to La Capilla, which you still need to get to, Huntington Beach.
Mhm.
The main reason is they have Cadillac margaritas for people who are not famous. Used to what a Cadillac margarita is. It's a Cadillac margarita is a normal margarita with an added shot, and it depends on the bartender, but they basically give you a double shot of whatever alcohol you want. So I order one. It's called Italian Cadillac, $7. It comes in a miniature fishbowl, and you hold it with two hands. And at the end of the first one, you can't feel your face. At the end of the second one, you don't know where you're at. But it comes with an Italian liqueur. I don't know what it is, but it is amazing. And it usually comes brown like iced tea. So you know that they poured it heavy-handed. So that's
Yeah,
a
those-
game plan.
So that's just for Thursday though, which
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me that you're going to La Capilla.
And then Friday
Um,
morning, gourmet pie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't been there in a long time.
So you're gonna come back rolling.
Sir, I live in Texas. I'm already rolling. You know, all this healthy weight from all the gravy that we have smothered with everything.
You guys and your southern food. It's the last time I was there, I was bloated for days. I wasn't used to like just being that full.
That's why
So-
you just stop eating.
Hey, yeah, I can't do that.
Hey,
Gourmet pie is kind of like that Irish place we went to in Oxford, where they
okay.
have like skillets and it's like its own little bakery. And
Yeah.
just a wide assortment and a bar.
Mhm. I told Rocky that I want to take him to Tempo, Tempo Urban Kitchen, and I'm still trying to find out if he's going to have time to go or not. They also
No,
make some pretty good cocktails. So
not to make you guys jealous, but I'm going to Mac and Joe's on Thursday.
I don't even know what that is. Why don't you explain what it is for those of us that don't know what it is?
Was I the? Oh yeah, I was the only one that went with you.
Were you
guys.
the only one? Man,
Yes.
mac and cheese bites to die for. Do you know what mac and cheese bite is?
Yeah,
Or,
I know what that
Okay.
is. It's just what makes it special. Is it just really good?
yeah, I mean,
Or
No.
they do like weird like novelty
Wait,
mac and
somebody
cheese
was
stuff.
there with us
I thought so
because
too.
we went to the Chinese place.
Besides Kelly.
Well,
Indian?
no, when it was just the three of us, we went to that Chinese place for lunch.
I don't remember.
The one that
That was
like
like 4
burned
years
down.
ago.
Yeah, the one that like burned down, or the building fell on top of it, or something.
Yeah, that one with the arson. Yeah.
So
That he
that was
didn't
the
get-
place the three of us went to.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure all of us went to Mac and Joe's.
I thought so too, but
I don't remember going there.
it's a bar. It's in the basement of a place.
It was pouring rain outside, so we dove in.
Okay, I remember. Yeah, I remember going to that place, but I don't remember eating anything. I don't think we ate.
Mac and
think we
cheese
just got-
bites.
I think
No.
we
I
just
always
got.
get mac
Did
and
we?
cheese bites.
We
No.
got mac and cheese
I think
bites.
we did. I remember it being pouring rain and us going down into a basement, and getting drinks. So I guess we must have had mac and cheese bites. I just don't remember. I remember we
It's
went
not the
to
only thing you got that night.
that I don't remember. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
thanks.
we had Indian food that night, and nobody liked that.
I was fine. I don't
I
know
was
about you
fine.
guys. I was perfectly fine. Oh, there was the place we went to that you wanted to get a Steins, and they
Steinkellers.
had they had cameras all over the
Yeah.
place, so we couldn't get
Did
any.
what?
They had
The
cameras
Steinkellers.
everywhere.
Oh. Kelly just steals them anyways.
Did that
So
night.
whenever you're in Oxford, Ohio, stop by Steinkellers and take a Stein with you.
Mhm,
Yep.
They love it.
Remember to pay in cash. So they can't get you.
Um,
If you would like
Okay.
more information, I will get my wife here and she will elaborately tell you how to do it.
Or please ask anyone at my university.
Yeah, right. All these goody two shoes nowadays won't do anything like that.
Not that we would too, because that's illegal. And
Mhm.
illegal things are not promoted on this channel.
mm-mm.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, so we got down. You're going to Gourmet Pies. You're going to La Capilla.
I'm going on a Duffy boat. I don't even know what a
Okay.
Duffy boat is, but
I don't know
apparently
either.
it's a cruise around Newport in a little like gondola that has a table in the center of it. So
Okay. We're supposed
I
to do
think it-
brunch one day, right? Where are we going for that?
So, the way that it's probably going to end up is I'm looking at probably a 12 to 20 person brunch group. Santa Ana, since we have the connections down there, we'll just take over chapter 1 most likely
Mhm.
and get the private room in the back and have a limited menu, but basically booze and food. And then we have a central hub in Santa Ana on what we want to do
Okay.
because JJ is awesome. Chapter 1 is amazing.
That's good to know. So we'll be doing that. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting a couple special bottles that should arrive Monday of whiskey that you need to try.
The Nick Offerman one?
Yeah. I got a couple bottles of Lagavulin 11-year-old Nick Offerman Guinness cask finish whiskey.
Look at
And
his face.
it's,
He's already like, nope.
and they age them in Guinness barrels.
Definitely not then.
Aged Lagavulin and Guinness barrels. Oh, that sounds so good.
I have a feeling it's going to be like smoother than expected.
Yeah,
Like a dessert whiskey.
it might. It might be smoother or have like that Guinness aftertaste, which I'm hoping for. But apparently, this website you can just order whiskey and they'll ship it to you, and they had it available. So I wasn't sure if it was limited or not, so I got a couple bottles to make sure if I liked it, I had an extra one.
Just casually dropped $1,000 on whiskey, but who cares? The life of
It wasn't anything like that. They were like, I mean, they were expensive. They're like $85 a bottle.
That's not
But I
bad.
figure that's not that bad. But I figure it's
How big?
Lagavulin. How
750
big?
ish.
Yeah, I think it's just a regular average size Lagavulin bottle. I just didn't know if it was going to be a limited time thing, like a limited run. So I wanted to get some to drink it, because who knows if
You hate it.
they'll make it again. if I hate it, I have people I can give it to, so, or sell it to. So that doesn't bother me.
Guess who's getting a whiskey bottle for their anniversary this year?
He's getting some Lagavulin.
Ugh.
I know you got the crafts for it too.
Huh?
You got the craft for whiskey. We know you have one, so
You mean the decanter?
decanter, craft, whatever.
Carafe was
He's got-
only
he's got
for stuff like
wine.
coffee. Or does it make a
Or
difference?
is it wine? I don't know.
Decanters, I know you put in wine. You put wine in decanters to aerate it.
Yeah, but you also put liquor. Whiskey or
I don't think it's a decanter though. I just call it a vase.
Okay, so the decanter, for instance, the globe one or the
Mm.
space, whatever. It's also known as a carafe. K-A-R-A-F-F.
okay, so it's interchangeable.
So you can. It's the same thing. And of course, I typed it up, and what one pops up?
The one you bought me?
Mhm. Is it the ship one with the
Yeah.
globe on it? Yeah, that was the
It was a
first picture
globe.
that popped up with it.
Because it remembers, so you just bought it.
All I know is it's a 4.7 rated Amazon purchase. So high five.
Mhm. Yeah, I saw that one when I bought mine years ago, and I'm like, I'll get some different. And then I got a giant, like, gem kind of diamond looking one. And then I show up at Dink's house, and he has the globe. The one I didn't buy. Oh, there was something else I was trying to get. You guys
Another
probably
pen.
wouldn't like it, but it was this artist who I think is out of like Australia, and he makes these like these skulls out of, I think it's resin. But he like hand makes these. It's called Jack of the Dust, and he makes some really cool stuff. And I wanted to get one, but apparently he only makes like a handful at a time.
Let me
And they
guess, you
sell
wanted
out
the
like
Stormtrooper
immediately.
one.
Yeah.
It's so
I
sad.
wanted.
There's nothing there. I literally cut off 4 inches, so it didn't look like 4 inches, but it was 4 inches.
I mean, how curly is your beard?
Oh, it gets curly. I have a straightener somewhere.
I mean, mine just gets really, really, really curly.
So, did you get the idea of Jack of the Dust from Charla Lazard?
I did because she has the Batman
I
skull.
just saw the Batman skull right
Yeah.
now.
And she said in a video where she got it from, and I looked it up. I'm like, yeah, he has some really cool stuff. They're expensive, but they're like all handmade.
The Donnie Darko rabbit's badass.
The Donnie Darko one's pretty
Oh,
cool.
sorry, I'm not supposed to say that word. It's a bad astronomical. Yes.
I like the Darth Maul one. I even like the Poseidon one is pretty cool. Or Neptune, I mean. It's the same difference. But yeah, some of them are really cool. Most of them they're all sold out if they're already released, and then the coming soons. I signed up for like the newsletter type thing for when a new one releases, and I guess they send you a like a link with a code, so you can get it. You can try to reserve one 15 minutes before it goes live for everybody. And seeing as they seem to immediately sell out, I thought maybe when the Stormtrooper one gets released, I'll be able to grab one.
That Alice in Wonderland one is awesome too.
Where
That
you
one,
looking? I feel out of the loop now.
You got to pull it up. If only you had a computer nearby.
I do have a
Mhm.
computer.
Oh, shocker.
What are we looking at?
Jack of the Dust.
Jack of the Dust.
I just got an email for the Alice in Wonderland ones with a code saying it's going to release on a certain day. But I figure if I'm only gonna get one of them because they're pretty expensive, I want to wait for maybe the Stormtrooper one.
This is not it. I don't know what I just clicked on, but
His stuff reminds me of a artist from Tustin, Arlen Pilley. Really cool dude. Had some cool options. He had some cool ogres that he used to design, and a really awesome panda. But his brother ended up killing him like 5 years ago.
That really sucks.
so what are these? Just
They're just
out.
pieces of art. He hand makes the key. He hand makes a. Each one's handmade. I guess he makes it from. So he makes a handmade sculpture and molds it, and then creates a cast out of it, and then uses liquid urethane casting resin, and then I'm assuming probably hand paints them all. So he only makes like a handful at a time. I think for the Alice in Wonderland one, it says there's only going to be 30. There's going to be 33 available, and I think they're all numbered. And he, so at least for the one you saw, the Batman one, he actually like signed and hand wrote the note for each one, I guess. And you get a death certificate that's signed and numbered. But they just look really cool. And they're not something he makes a ton of. So yeah,
Smart. That's how
it's
you
art.
keep your prices up.
Yeah.
900.
I kind of want one of those.
This is
Too rich for my blood.
shenanigans. A baller like you,
Not even close.
the man who goes on vacation for 2 weeks and then comes back and then goes on another vacation for a week and then comes back.
Not paying for any of it.
Mm-hmm. Starting to sound like your grandparents over there.
So it is my grandparents I'm going with.
Oh, shocker.
That makes sense. If
Well,
Rocky
we
was
can
out
have-
here, go ahead.
If we do the podcast earlier next week, I don't know. I'll have to see. I was gonna say I'll do it on the beach, like earlier in the day, but it's harder for you guys because 9 o'clock is. I mean, on a different day, any day. 9 o'clock is nighttime.
Well, it'll be 10 o'clock
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Depending on how slow work is, maybe I'll just film at work.
There you go.
Just
Did he
kidding,
find out?
boss. I would never do that.
Did he find out?
Yeah. Yesterday he was so quick background story so everyone's on the same page. My boss and the office next to him have a giant picture that is made up of 6 smaller pictures. So we swapped the photos around and that wasn't enough. And inside one of the photos, there's a person driving a car and his head was probably about half the size of my phone screen. So I was trying to figure out how I could blow up a picture of my boss and incorporate that over the driver's head. Made it happen. Then I added my picture to it. I added one of my other tech's picture to it. We left it at that. My goal was to see how long it took him to notice because I figured first thing in the morning he'd notice. Well, he didn't. About halfway through the day, he comes out to talk to me as I'm checking in a car. He's choking on his water and he's like, "You stupid son of a, who did it? Who did it?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about, homie." He's like, "Yeah, right." He's just got water all over his face because he just started laughing. I guess he was drinking his water like normal, and the picture sits behind him. So he went like that, and he just sees a reflection of his face in his water bottle, and he couldn't figure out how. So we turned around, saw the mural, and ended up
There we
leaving
go.
it up. So we're gonna slowly keep adding to it.
I have it on the computer.
Yay. Yeah, I finally send the link into that. Okay. Side note. Dean got his Discord working on his computer, so now he can send
High
links
five.
instead of taking screenshots of what the code is. Okay. Anyway, so did you guys have to put it back, or is it still there?
Oh, no, it's still there. And then we're basically going to keep adding people to it. So when the owner comes in or people go into his office, they kind of get distracted. And so far it's worked out well because he had a customer come in who was mouthy and then all of a sudden kind of saw the picture and just stopped like mid sentence and kind of got distracted by what was going on in the background. Kind of like, what the hell? And then they kind of got distracted what they were talking about. And so it's a great kind of conversation starter, distraction, all in one. So we're just gonna keep adding people to it and call it our Volkswagen family tree.
And then when
That's a
somebody
pretty
gets
good idea.
fired, you rip their face off.
No,
Yeah.
we're gonna create a tombstone and then just put here lies so and so in the background.
That works too.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, my new Volkswagen thermos I got fully charged.
What are they what are their plans for
World domination.
yeah. What are their plans for like switching to electric? Are they gonna do like what Volvo did and say like all our cars are gonna be electric by X date?
By 2030, they want to have a majority, if not all, cars tied to some kind of electric base.
I feel like that's most
And-
manufacturers now are aiming for like 2030.
Yeah.
I just don't know
convert
how
everything
well.
over.
We invested $4 billion into a battery company that can rival Tesla and BMW right now. And it's being made in Sweden. So we'll see how that pans out.
I think that stuff will take off faster once battery technology advances.
Battery technology to me is not the hard part. It's the charging stations. There's not a big enough
Well,
infrastructure.
I mean, there's that. There's infrastructure is not great, but like battery technology hasn't advanced in decades. So how much you can hold, how heavy they are, like what they're made out of, that stuff we've been using it over and over for decades. And they're trying to squeeze out as much as they can out of lithium ion, but we're kind of running at the limits of what lithium ion can do. So they're trying to, I know there were some articles I was reading from like MIT where they're trying to make these solid state like carbon nanotube batteries that are super light and they charge faster and they don't degrade as fast and they're not as bad as for the environment. So I think once that stuff becomes like you can, charge your phone and then it runs for a month without having to recharge it, and you could do that for your car, I think people will love it.
I don't think
It'll
it'll
take
ever
off.
get the distance down. I don't see it being more than a 600-700 mile range tops, at least in the next 10 years. And then
Yeah.
the other big headache with that is all the technology they're throwing into the cars all runs off the same battery system. So unless they find a way to turn driving on a road into an external source of energy to go ahead and power everything else.
They could. I'm sure someone could figure that out. Only a matter of time.
Or what they're gonna do is just put electric lines going down the middle of the road. That's what leads your car to drive straight.
Live wires like the third rail on a subway. Yeah. Or you could just put a big grid, a big wire mesh over the road and be like bumper cars. And just have the big stick with the metal foil thing sticking up from your trunk. Drive that way. Why not?
I think they would be better off going with some kind of, like when they were going hydrogen fuel cell, but a little bit more stable version. In the early 90s, Honda had a steam powered engine that mysteriously got scrapped.
Yeah.
So there's other alternatives out there. I just don't know when it all happened, because then you start mixing bombs with
care.
cars.
I just want all cars to be optonomous and I'll be happy.
Yeah, if I didn't have to drive anymore
Mm-hmm.
and I got to just sit down and be like, go here.
Mm-hmm.
Road
I
trip.
don't I like the idea, but I don't like that. I don't like the idea of other people not having them.
Yes. I think it's an all or nothing.
Yeah.
Everyone should not be driving or everyone should be driving. I think when you mix it is when you have problems.
Yeah. Because it's like I explain this to Kelly all the time. Because she's like, why don't people go? And that's why I actually wrote a paper on it a while when I was actually in class. That if you're at a red light and you're in a turn lane, I don't know how it is in California, but here turn lights only last like 2 seconds. It's more like 5, but it seems like 2. And if everybody is actually paying attention to the road, not playing on their phones or doing something, and they all saw the light turn green at the same time, and they all slowly tap the gas instead of waiting for making sure the car in front of you is moving. If everybody did it, you could get like 20 cars through easy.
Yeah, if they all move simultaneously.
And that's what I want. That's why I like optonomous for, is because they would communicate with the lights and then they would know that it's turning all at the same time and it would all pick up and go at the same time.
Yeah, you could also have scenarios where you don't even have red lights. Cars could be going in perpendicular directions and just not hit each other.
No, I'm too scared for that.
No, not at all.
So you don't have green lights or red lights. It's just
No,
the
I
cars
know.
go and just don't hit each other, and you would just make pedestrian walkways that go
No.
either over or under.
I would trust a jetpack over that. Nope.
No, my
I
anxiety
mean-
would kill me.
You just have blackout windows. You won't see it.
Yeah, that'd be the only other option.
Yeah, I mean, I heard someone talk about that like, hey, why would you even need lights if the cars know where they're at and the computers can talk to each other in milliseconds, then they could just know not to hit each other.
Because
And
the
everything would be
semi-trucks-
you would have no you'd have no traffic.
Yeah, you want to.
There just would be zero traffic. That caterpillar effect, when someone hits the brakes and you see that chain reaction of everyone behind them slowing down, and then eventually someone stops.
But
you know,
here's the
50
one
cars
catch
down.
to that: you couldn't have pedestrians walking.
No, you would have walkways either go over or under the streets. You would just have like arches over the roads.
What about handicapped people?
Yeah,
Why being so insensitive?
Just automate it.
I'm
What are
sorry.
they called? Escalators, treadmills. Just moving walkways that would
they
just
don't
take
even
you
work
over.
inside of a mall. You want them to work on a public transit level? No.
No.
I want some of whatever he's drinking.
It's all possible. I'm now drinking truly lemonade.
Delicious. I'm actually gonna go buy some. They make a truly fruit punch now,
Yeah, I saw that. I want to try that.
and I want to try it.
The
Truly
fruity iced
ranch
tea,
water.
I don't like.
No, I don't even drink iced tea right now.
Oh, that's the one thing I'm not looking forward to. Going back to California, no sweet tea. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be lost.
That's going to be a lot harder for you to find out here.
Can I get a sweet tea?
Um,
Do you unsweetened tea? You can add some sugar.
Yeah, but the unsweetened tea even tastes horrible. So I gotta go to green tea or passion tea, tropical
Yeah.
tea in some places.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going to do about tea. You drink a lot of that out there.
I'm giving up on life.
Just go get a few gallons.
Bring it with me on the airplane.
Yeah. Put in your bag.
Sir, I'm going to California.
Or-
Well then, here you go.
Or you go buy it this week and ship it.
FedEx it to me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I'm good.
couple jugs of friggin' ice sweet tea.
Just stroll into a restaurant like this, like, don't worry, I got my own, thank you.
Or if you want to take it on a flight, go get buy like those $1 mouthwashes, empty them out, and just fill like 50 of them. Use little shots of.
I can get through TSA here. I can't get through TSA at LAX the same way.
You don't need it to come back.
But I do.
You just have to drink it all when you're out
Mm.
here.
Peeing on the flight the entire way.
Yeah, I mean, when I was out there, I think I had sweet tea a couple times. I'm like, oh, it's good. I see why people drink it. But in California, it's just not a big thing.
California is a weird beast to talk to people who haven't been from California.
It is.
Are they naked?
Are they naked? What?
I don't know. Marvel's just staring at somebody.
Oh no, some guy like abruptly stopped his car. He's getting the mail from the mailbox, but he kind of looked like my 7th grade history teacher at the same time. So I'm like, is that? No, it's not.
That's why I was asking if he is naked. He looked
Marvel's
interesting.
neighbor is a
No.
7th grade teacher. Got it.
I'm glad it's not because he ended up leaving his wife for a former student. So
That's awkward.
that was really weird.
Weird things that happen at Hellview.
I didn't go to Hillview. You did, right?
No. I went to Granada.
That's where I went.
I thought you went to Hillview.
No, I went to Granada.
Never mind.
I didn't go to Hillview.
Who was your 7th grade teacher then?
Mr. Brodingham.
No idea.
Brodingham? I don't
Oh.
remember.
See, I'm impressed by that. I don't even remember any of my teachers.
I remember all my math teachers because they were all math honors. Mr. Schaefer and Mr. Ledkey.
I had Mr. Ledke.
He was.
I didn't have
cool.
math honors. He was cool because he would not take shit from anybody. So the class clowns would try to make snide comments or make jokes, and he would just shut them down so hard. It was hilarious. Like he almost made some of them cry in class because he would just tear them apart and make fun of them making fun of the class. And he was just this old, really tall, giant man that would glare at you if you made jokes in his class and would tear you up. And then go back to teaching. He also was one of the only teachers that refused to get a whiteboard and kept a chalkboard.
He kept a chalkboard.
Kept a
And I
chalkboard.
remember one of our finals, we had issues with the Scantron, and he said, "Nope, we're not doing the Scantron. You're just gonna write on this, and I'm gonna grade it the old-fashioned way." And I was like, "All right."
Old school teacher.
Mr. Craig, the science teacher,
I had him too.
and he had, at the time, it was a Honda electric car, and it was red. And he
That
brought
was
it in.
2000 well, I had him in 2002. So
I had him in 2000 because that's 8th grade
Yeah.
was 2000 for me.
2003 was 8th grade for me, so I had him in 2002. So if he had it a Honda electric car in 2000,
Get her to the top.
it's pretty old.
You can keep going.
Is she naked over there? Jeez. The same rules
Actually
apply.
Maybe she's not coming on the camera.
I don't know if I'm gonna have to
Throw on, it comes out.
add some
But
pixelated boxes if that's the case.
Kelly,
Put this on YouTube.
put some
Took a shower, I'm gonna sit down and.
put some clothes on. We really need your input.
On what?
It's an important matter.
What is it?
I can't tell you until you put clothes on.
Speak for
Please,
Ever over.
please.
It's a life or death question, Kelly.
It is a lot.
Some stupid shit.
What, Kelly?
I mean-
Seriously. Look at the three people involved. What makes you think this is a stupid question at all?
You gotta be on camera to talk about it.
Why?
Get over here. Come here, please. Please.
Ah,
She
This is
needs
a
to
really
set-
important question.
She needs to
The
set the
answer.
record straight on this.
No,
She's the only one that would remember.
sit. You're not on camera. Come on.
What's up, Poncho? Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
Life or death
Hello.
They
question.
actually see you.
They can actually see me.
Life
my
or death
wife.
question.
Hello.
Was Marbles with us at Mac and Joe's?
Was Marbles with us at Mac and Joe's?
Yeah.
I don't even remember going to Mac and Joe's with you guys, so I don't know.
I
Kelly
don't
doesn't even
remember
remember going.
I remember
so
going to Skips.
what's
That's
the-
the important question.
The only reason I remember Skippers though is because there was that picture of the beer tower.
Oh, not Skips. Steinkellers.
no. Is
I
Skips
know, but the
the-
important question is on Steinkellers. We told our viewers. We only have like 2 viewers.
I know.
Marbles is one and I'm the other.
I'm one of them. I'm 50%.
We told our viewers we're trying to tell them how to steal a Stein from Steinkellers
And get away with it.
and get away with it. And I said, you're the subject matter expert.
That's not true. We've only taken one and it was my whole house. I mean, all you gotta do is you pay your bill and you finish up and everything, you pay cash, don't pay with a card. And then, you keep drinking your beer, after you've already paid your bill, and then quietly you carry an extra large purse or a backpack, you slip it in and you leave a nice tip.
Oh,
See,
so-
I said that we didn't do that when we were there because they had installed cameras everywhere.
Probably.
And you guys were like, oh, that's new. They didn't used to have cameras everywhere.
I can see why though. My hair is wet.
Oh, by the way, you guys, I don't know if you noticed. She got a hair. No, it's been a while. She cut all of her hair off too.
What?
What do you mean too?
What?
You got
Well, it might be your.
Your
because
beard
the
is
first
brown.
thing I saw was his freshly shaven face, and I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah,
His was for aesthetic reasons. Mine was 12 inches for donation for Locks of Love.
And
Okay.
that's why you're better than all of us, Kelly.
Nobody's wearing his beard hair, that's for sure.
did you clean it up?
No, you can clean it up. I'm not cleaning up your dead creature in the sink. That's on you.
Wow. Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you,
See you guys.
man. Okay, so next time I'm in Ohio, we have to go there so that way we know definitively that I've been there.
You have been there. I don't now. It bothers me that
Oh, no,
nobody
man.
remembers. That weekend was a blur for a lot of people.
I remember Marbles being at our house.
Yeah, I remember that.
You guys
We're not
remember
questioning
seeing
that.
the albino neighbor?
No.
I don't remember that.
Your albino neighbor that was riding a bike?
Nope.
I see a lot of
We-
strange people.
Oh, that's a
We
topic
didn't
for
see him.
off conversation because I don't want it to get awkward and racist.
A tiki bar.
The tiki bar that you said has the best mixed drinks. That's on the west side.
Oh, they're talking about Oxford. They're. She said, "We're not going back to Oxford. We live in Cleveland."
Yeah, so now we need to hit some new spots in Cleveland.
There's yeah. I told somebody else they should go there. There's a tiki bar. It's I don't remember what it's called. I know where it's at though.
Porcos.
What?
Porcos.
Porcos? It's called Porcos. They have 5 different pricings on drinks, starting at $5 all the way up to $12. And the first drink starts off with 2 shots, and then for every like $2, it goes up 1 more shot. So like the $12 ones have like 6 shots or something like that, or 7 shots in it.
That sounds a little ludicrous.
And they're only like 9-ounce drinks too. It's,
So it's mostly
no,
shot.
it's yeah, it was delicious.
That sounds
I
like
had the
death.
$12 one and it did not taste like alcohol. And it was delicious.
I'd do
Yeah,
it.
you threw up all night.
So
There is. I'm
Well,
trying to find
the,
it.
the key is to get the $5 one, but then convince Method that we all got the $12 one, so he has to get that. That's what you
There-
have to do.
There was a
We'll
place
see.
I want to.
maybe I'll take Method there if he comes here. I don't know what his plans are.
But you and Method are just gonna go drinking and Amy and I will stay here with the kids.
You can bring the kids with us.
Sounds about right.
But there you go. That's how crazy this camera, because it's talking through the camera. That's how sensitive it is. She's across the room, and you guys can. Sounds like you can hear her still.
It sounds like she's just off camera. It
Yeah,
sounds
like
it sounds like she's like 2-3 feet from you.
Yeah, that's also why I don't stream with it yet. Like I don't stream with a mic.
I mean, well, can you change the sensitivity on it on
Nope.
or like noise suppression on it?
I was trying the other day.
Hmm. You have to get an actual mic.
Because-
Mic.
But yeah, I am. Because when I play, like half the time I'm really not playing and I'm just watching TV over to my my right. And when I turn my mic on, it picks up the TV volume. So then I'm just like, nah.
Yeah,
She's usually not down here while we're doing this because she has nothing else to do.
Mm. Yeah, I don't use my camera when I'm streaming Xbox games, because my TV's to the right, and you'll just see the side of my head.
A lot of people do.
Have you guys gone
Yeah,
to
but-
Idaho Brew Company?
No, where's that?
It's in
What?
Dink's part of town somewhere.
I'm like, I've never heard of
What is it
that.
called?
So
Hi Ho
What
Brew Company.
I think that's actually what this drink is. Never mind. I think I just drank something from there. Hi Ho Brew. Or actually, I do have a trip for all of us to do. And yet again, it's coming to Ohio.
Jeez.
If you're interested, it's a beer hotel.
A beer hotel.
Legitimately a beer hotel. What is it? What beer company? I think it's like Mad Dog. But essentially, it literally, I mean, it's just you have complimentary beers in your room right off the start. They have like a bathtub of beer that but it's like some big brewery they built a hotel. And the brewery is attached to the hotel. So they just,
just as much beer as you can drink
yeah.
at this hotel.
I'm game.
Oh, so that brewery is outside Akron.
Yeah. It's like right next to Columbus, Brew Dog.
That sounds good. I'm game for that.
I mean, the house or the rooms look crazy. All rooms include an in-room tap with purchase of draft beer of your choice. TV, mini fridge full of your favorite beers. So you pretty much choose what beers you want to be in your room. Oh my gosh, dog. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
So how far is Akron from you guys?
I don't know, an hour.
Well, the brewery that Rocky was talking about is like outside Akron, which is close to Cleveland. The hotel Dink is talking about is in
Columbus,
Columbus.
right?
Yeah. So that's pretty far.
Yeah,
It's like
nobody
2
else-
hours. It's not very far.
I forgot your state's a lot smaller than mine. I'm thinking of like California distances. I'm thinking like, oh shoot, you gotta drive like 6 hours. But okay, no. Never
So
mind.
looking at it, they have the fundamental four, which is 4 different rooms that have all their different taps. They have a hops room and H2O with different flavors water, a malt room, and then a yeast room. So I guess you can go into each room, it looks like, and taste their beers.
That's kind of cool.
And they have a shower beer fridge too.
That kind of sounds fun.
That sounded like a lot of fun.
Yeah. I was gonna say that. I mean, this looks like a cool place that we could all have fun. They have a workout facility there.
Yeah, no,
using that.
you lost me on that one. You had me at the beer shower, and you lost me at workout.
International continental breakfast offered daily. In dog friendly rooms.
No, thank you. We're not
Pepper, you
taking
want to go to
Pepper.
a brewery? No? Okay.
I don't want to be drunk and responsible for a dog. No thanks.
I'm barely responsible for myself.
What are you looking up in Akron?
It was the
Hi-Ho.
brewery. Yeah.
Oh, if you don't know, I live in Ohio now, by the way. Just
Very city of looking for-
I know. That's why I said I lived in Cleveland. So
No, I was looking up Hi Ho Brewing. That's in Akron.
Yeah.
There's also a
Yeah.
place called Darby's next to it, so Marbles might have to go there too.
Maybe. I don't know how to judge distance and time in other states. Like I don't know. I can't look at a map and see how far things are and know like, oh, that's X amount of minutes or hours away. I have no like California is so weird when it comes to driving and distance that I can't estimate how far something is in another state. I always assume it's way farther than people say it is.
Yeah, I still use California distance in Texas. I'm like, oh, drive time. That's only a 35-minute drive. That's fine. Yeah, but it's 60 miles away. 30 minutes. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't care how many miles away it is. How long is it gonna take me to get there?
that's how I mean, so where we lived, I mean, if we wanted to go anywhere that wasn't in the town, it was a minimum 30-minute drive. And so like here, we moved here and now that we live in a major city, we're like, everybody's like, oh, you don't want to go to the west side, it's so far away. And I'm like, it's 38 minutes. I was like, I used to drive 38 minutes every day. Like this is an
Yeah.
easy drive.
Holy mackerel. I'm gonna have an awesome light show outside my house tonight.
Cool.
Lightning storm.
Yeah, he said there was a tornado watch around you guys somewhere.
Yeah, it's our weather is whack right now, but there's lightning going up, down, sideways. So all week it's just gonna be cool light show. Sorry, I turned around and I saw it out the window. I was like,
Yeah, I've worked with people who came from other states, and they would ask questions like, "How far away is this?" or "How far away is that?" or "How far away do you live from work?" And I would say, "Oh, it's 20 minutes from here, or it's an hour, or I live 45 minutes or an hour away." And they would always ask me like, "Well, like how many miles is that?" I'm like, "I don't know." It's an hour. I don't know how many miles away that is. Because apparently in other states they judge distance on actual miles, not how long it takes for you to get there. But out here, it's like it could be 5 miles away, but traffic is so bad that it took you 40 minutes to get there because you just sat for most of it. Like it's just distance is irrelevant. You know, I live 20 miles from where I work, but it takes me an hour to get to work. You know, or an hour and a half to get home. So it doesn't matter if it's 20 miles, it's going to take me over an hour. I don't care how far away it is.
That's just crazy.
So-
Rocky's like, I drive 5 minutes.
I mean, now I work in
My
I
job's-
work in this room, so I'm 5 seconds away
Oh.
from my bed to
Right.
work.
My job is legitimately 3 stoplights from my house.
He's drinking
that's
true
convenient.
lemonade, the mango one.
You know what? I don't like mango,
I don't either.
and my mom hates mango, and my sister doesn't like mango, and my girlfriend doesn't like mango, and nobody will drink them except me. So that means I'm stuck drinking the mango, even though I don't like them.
Drinking
It's just
the
because
mango.
nobody else will drink them, so I have to drink them.
Sounds like you
But
need
the
to get a
mango-
girlfriend away.
The mango lemonade's not bad though, because it tastes mostly like lemonade. That
I'll go
one's
buy some
drinkable.
fruit punches tomorrow, and I'll let you know. I'll drink them next week because I'll probably just take them with me.
I'm gonna get some
Those look
ranch
really
water
good.
for next week.
I packed my car today, and I was like, "Holy crap! There's a lot of room left." So I'm getting a detail tomorrow.
Oh,
So, but I wanted to see how everything fit, so I just packed it real quick. I'm learning that in my old age, those vacuum seal bags is where it's at.
yeah.
I
It
packed
is.
all of my clothes that I'm taking, all of Liam's clothes that I'm taking, and then we vacuum sealed all of Liam's toys in one of the bags, and it all fit in just a standard suitcase because of the
Dang.
vacuum seal.
Yeah, those things are amazing.
And
We do that
then,
for some stuff in our closet.
like, the biggest thing in the car, somebody just broke into our house probably, is my golf clubs, pretty much. And those barely fit.
Mr. Fancy Pants taking his golf clubs.
Fancy Pants who has
Yeah.
golf clubs.
I used to play, but my dad's playing. I play once a year, well, once every few years. He's playing, and they needed a fourth, so I was like, sure, I'll play. I suck. I usually get about 190s. Somewhere between,
190.
yeah. Somewhere in the 90s to 100.
What's as someone who's played golf once, what's good? What's a good number?
66, 68.
That's professional. If you're shooting in like the 80s, like low 80s, high 70s, for like,
That's decent for someone
Yeah,
who just
that's-
does it for fun.
yeah. So I'm not
Okay.
that far behind, but I mean, like if Kelly was to go play with me, she'd probably score like 140. But
I was gonna follow that up with a fat joke, but I'm gonna shut up and not.
no, she weighs about double that. What?
It's okay. You have a nice personality.
See, this is what he says all the time. You think I'm lying? He says, just randomly out of the blue, Kelly has a very nice personality. And I'm like, I know she does.
That
Kill
will
you, Rocky.
forever- it's worth it. I don't even care anymore.
He's going to kill you.
I'll just match her
Maybe-
drink for a drink again, and she'll give up after the second shot, and we'll call it a day.
Maybe I'll have her join the podcast next week, since that's the only time she'll see me. No, we're not video chatting every day.
Today's
All
special
right.
guest, Coffee Cannon. All right, so next week we will be up for debate whether Dink's actually going to join us or not, or if we have a special guest appearance by a Coffee Cannon, a Method, or maybe even a Brit.
Mhm.
Unless I can tackle Rhino into joining, and I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
No, probably not. Low odds.
So we want to thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. And yeah, I don't have a sign off. That's what I
See you
feel
guys
like
next
we need.
week.
We need a hook. Arr. Bye.
Bye.